So I fly in, and I've been told I'd got a pretty hefty budget, about $50,000. This is 1980, 81, something like that. Big, decent budget to work with. So okay, so I fly into New York, and I meet with Alan Brewer, and I sensed immediately with Alan that all was not well. And so we get to an apartment, which is where I'm staying in New York for the period of 2 months or whatever it is while the music's being done. And I said, "How is everything then, Alan?" This was the first time we met, and he said, "There's a few problems." I said, "Yeah." He said, "A few problems." I said, "Well," he said, "Well, it's not my position to say, but there's a few money problems." And I said, "Well, tell me a film in essence that doesn't have a few money." He said, "No, this is quite serious." He said, and at the moment, he said, pretty much everybody hates each other. I said, "That sounds promising. That sounds really good." He said, "I said, the film's finished though." He said, "No, they've got to reshoot loads of bits and pieces. There's all sorts of problems." And he said, "And it's where the money comes from for doing that." And I said, "It's coming from the music budget, isn't it?" He said, "Best if they tell you." So I go and meet Harvey, meet Bob first of all. I met Harvey Weinstein, and he took me for dinner. And we got great. I like Harvey. And he said, "Rick," he said, "now look, I know we were talking about orchestras and choirs and mixed in with synths and all the bits and pieces to make this really, really great." I said, "Yeah." And he said, "I've been thinking," he said, "with all the wonderful sounds you have at your disposal on the synthesizers of the day," he said, "I think you could do it all on those without the use of orchestras and choirs." And I said, "Right, okay." And he said, "Which of course would mean a greatly reduced budget." I said, "Okay, all right. So you want it now as a sort of a synth band type thing?" He said, "Yeah, that's what we want." I said, "Okay, whatever, that can be done." I said, "The only thing is," I said, "it will require quite a bit more time, because if we're doing everything, it's not getting other musicians in to do lots of things." He said, "That's okay." And I said, "What about the studio in New York where we're going?" He said, "He said, there's a nice studio that Alan's found on Long Island."